never, ever take relationship advice from a woman. She doesn't need space. She wants out. Stop playing video games and hit the gym, dude. If she breaks up with you, she has already found your replacement. Guaranteed.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 305th edition of TSR Primetime, your nightly dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbal, some of the highest quality kratom on the planet. Let's get right to it. Tonight's episode is going to be about one of the most basic, yet one of the most important elements of a man's overall game in terms of red pill awareness and handling women. And that element is the word of a woman. It's no secret in this part of the manosphere, this part of the web, this part of the world for that matter, that women lie, and they lie a lot. They lie willfully. Women lie intentionally. Women lie consistently. Females deceive, they manipulate, and they mislead on purpose for many, many reasons. Now, there's not enough time to discuss those reasons, but the point is that they lie about everything all the time. And regardless of how much experience you have or don't have with them, at times it is still incredibly difficult to know when she is lying versus when she is actually telling you the truth. Women lie about everything. They lie about their families. They lie about their ex-boyfriends, their ex-husbands, their jobs, their work experience. Anything and everything they can think of, they lie about. They even lie about things they don't have to lie about. Now, those, of course, those are your compulsive, pathological liars, but I digress. The area, of course, that we all know that women lie the most about is, of course, their past relationships. In my 40-plus years being alive, and I'm not being facetious here, I'm being dead serious. I have yet to meet a woman who has anything positive to say about her ex-boyfriend or her ex-husband. They never say things like, well, you know what, listen, things just didn't work out and it was both of our faults. They'll never say, well, I kind of fucked up in the relationship, that's why he left. They never say, well, neither of us was really ready for a serious relationship, and that's why things didn't work out. Oh, no. It's always something to this effect. My boyfriend was a raging alcoholic who was also a drug addict, who gambled away all of our savings, who was physically, mentally, and emotionally abusive, who fucked prostitutes while shooting heroin and snorting cocaine at the same time, while simultaneously raping and beating me in front of our kids and called me names. And I endured this for 10 years. It's always some extreme shit like that. And they are always lying. The interesting thing is men never ask these questions. They never ask, well, if he was that bad, then what the fuck did you stay with him so long for? They never ask these questions, and this is why women continue to get away with these ridiculous, outlandish lies about their satanic, sadistic ex-boyfriends who treated them like absolute garbage for little to no reason at all. She was the perfect angel. And don't give me this, well, she just exaggerated, Donovan. No. Exaggerating is lying. Period. If her ex got drunk one night and happened to call her names, he's an alcoholic. If she finds out that her ex did a few lines with his homeboys one weekend, he's a drug addict. If her ex lost $50 in a football game, he's a gambling addict. If he raises his voice at her just one time, he's abusive. They take the simplest indiscretions and turn it into these major red flag deal breaker excuses that they use to in turn engage in bad behavior themselves, right? I cheated on him because he was abusive. I cheated on him because he wasn't looking after my sexual needs. It's always somebody else's fault as to why they engage in bad behavior. Anyway, one of the main things we teach about living the red pill life when dealing with women is to never believe what they say, but to watch what they do. So today I'm going to talk about the things that a woman tells you that they believe themselves to be true and fully intend on following through with. And even then, even in those cases, 95% of the time, they don't follow through, which means whatever she says ends up being untrue anyway. Now, that's not necessarily lying per se, but taking a woman at her word, even when she's telling you what she believes is the truth, is never a good idea, especially when you make a habit of it. It is Tuesday, July 31st, 2018. Still can't believe that August starts tomorrow. The summer is flying by, man. It's absolutely flying by. Listen, time flies when you're having fun, I suppose. It's been a crazy summer. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and of course, DonovanSharpe.com. All right, let's see who we got in the house tonight. Shout out to the mod squad. We got Freelance Ronan, Miami J, Hashim 305, Chase LeBeau, Manish, Captain Crunch 420, I Am Legend, and Big Flip. Not sure I've seen Big Flip in here before. I think Chase LeBeau is Chase double dipping. I think I saw him on Instagram. Miami J's been known to double dip. He'll be on the Instagram side or he'll be on the Facebook side. And then I'll see him here on DonovanSharpe.com. By the way, Miami J and I have a fantasy football league. Shoot me your email. I will in turn shoot that to Miami J or Miami J. What Miami J will do is he'll then send you an invite. All you got to do is accept the invite. So far, it's myself. It's Miami J. Chase LeBeau is in the league. There's another person, and then Rolo Tomasi is actually going to be in the league. I'm pretty sure he told me not to tell anybody, but the secret is out. I don't think that's going to hurt anybody. Hopefully not. Tahoe Zo says, "What's the YouTube channel name?" Look for DonovanSharpe.com, but I don't stream my entire show on YouTube. I stream maybe the first 10-15 minutes on YouTube. If you want to watch the show, come to DonovanSharpe.com. Come to DonovanSharpe.com. Had chicken marsala last night for dinner, which was absolutely awesome. Devin never fails. She never ceases to amaze me in the kitchen. She is unbelievable. I think we're having steak tips over mashed potatoes tonight, or she likes to call it steak tips over mashers. Not exactly keto friendly, but again, I burned 550 some odd calories on the spin bike today, so we're good to go. Yeah, Rolo and the Suede Senator, good, very good. Suede Senator also talking about Johnny Manziel. Yeah, he makes his first career start for the CFL on Friday, so I'll definitely be tuning in for that. Moving pictures of football for once. Dude, listen, man, I've already got the itch, man. Like, every time Carson Wentz is on TV, I'm making sure that knee is all right. So, had to take one of my dogs to the vet to get her teeth cleaned. Get her a checkup, and of course we've got this pet insurance at PetSmart. They always try to upsell you. Do you need us to clip her fingernails? Do you need this phantom vaccination that you might need when you board her when you go to Atlanta next week? I mean, they're always trying to sell you shit, man. I like it's interesting. Veterinarians or veterinarian hospitals, they're a lot like garages, right? Like, they try to freak you out with things to make you buy extra things. Well, I noticed that you've got this problem here with your oil pan or whatever, and if you don't do something about it soon, your car's gonna blow up. They do the same thing at the vet, man. Like, listen, if you don't have this, then you're not gonna be able to board your dog, or this could turn into a sickness, or whatever the case may be. One of my dogs ate a pair of Devin's panties, right? They pulled a pair of panties out of his rectum, right? He had stomach problems all night. He was shitting all over the place. We took him to the vet, pulled a pair of panties out of his rectum. So then she says, well, listen, I mean, what I would do if I were you is I would give him surgery. We'll do exploratory surgery. We'll tinker around there. We're like, dude, no, we're not spending $1,800 for you to cut my dog open to look around. Fuck that. Now, of course, I think she has to recommend that to cover her bases to keep herself from getting sued, because if anything were to happen to our dog and they find out that she didn't recommend surgery, then, of course, they would be liable and susceptible to a lawsuit. That being said, this woman knows damn well we're not about to drop too large for you to cut open my dog and look around. It's just, So anyway, yeah, anytime you take your dog to the vet, just understand they're going to try to sell you everything under the sun. Do you need heartworm medication? I almost fell for that. Dude, Devin has heartworm medication for months. I didn't know that we had it. So if she hadn't told me that we had it, I probably would have bought it. They almost got over on me. Watched The Bachelorette, Men Tell All last night. I'll probably do a review on that. I'll probably do a review on that next week before the final episode. I haven't watched the whole thing because I got it recorded, but I'm going to tell you guys what, man. If you guys don't watch The Bachelorette or whatever, you guys think it's blue pill, I don't give a shit, man. Like, Donovan watches The Bachelor. I don't, fuck you guys. I don't give a shit. There's red pill truths, but I'm going to tell you one thing that I learned last night. There's a guy on there by the name of Jordan. If you guys get a chance to watch this dude, everybody painted this guy as this clown and he's this kid. And I kind of poke fun at him too. But it was unbelievable to watch this dude in action. He is on stage on national TV, and just about all of the Bachelorette contestants, Jordan, you did this, dude. This son of a bitch was having none of it. They shit tested this dude They shit tested this dude all over the place, and he clowned every single one of them. One dude who got eliminated on night 1 had some sort of accent. I am a model. You are a basic model. Da 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 da. Jordan didn't even flinch. He's like, all right, let's get up. Let's have a model off contest. It didn't matter. He was taking all comers. If somebody started in on him, he's like, all right, so you want a piece of me too? He gets up, they're doing like some sort of a fashion show. Of course, the crowd is loving it. And he looks at the guys like, high waters, really? Like, this dude had an answer for everything. This guy, Jordan on The Bachelorette, he is the human shit test deflector. Like, dude, and he said, listen, I am the most confident person in the room. It was, listen, if you want to know about amused mastery, overall frame game, you guys need to watch this guy. He's going to be on The Bachelor in Paradise. You can't tell. There is nothing that you can tell this guy that's going to throw him off his game or his frame or his square. He is not here for the nonsense. He does not let people tell him who or what he is. It was just unbelievable. It really, really was. I could not believe what I was watching. It was absolutely, absolutely amazing. If you have a story about a woman who has lied to you, or someone you know, or have a story about a woman who is a pathological liar, or a story about the extents women go to in order to cover up lies or anything related, give me a call. 914-205-5356. That's 914-205-5356. If you don't want to call in, you can always join the conversation on DonovanSharpe.com in the chat room. I'm actually having a little bit of trouble with the chat on my end. I don't really know what's going on here. But listen, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitter or YouTube and you're chatting, you're the only one who can see it. So, I mean, you're chatting to yourself. You're the only one who can see it. So if you want to join the conversation with the other viewers, it's on the right. Just come to DonovanSharpe.com. It is on the right-hand side of the video player. If you don't want to chat, you can click on the video-only link located just below the video player. Follow, add, and like me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just do a search for Donovan Sharpe on all 3 platforms. DonovanSharpe.com is the place to go for all things Donovan Sharpe. You get access to my archive and my 200+ articles I have written for Return of Kings and Negromanosphere.com. My latest article entitled, Your Girlfriend is a Whore, so Treat Her Like an Alcoholic. That dropped yesterday on Negromanosphere.com, so be sure to get on over there and check that out. To access all of my content, past, present, and future, all it takes is to become a $5 patron on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. For less than 17 cents a day, all video and audio versions of every live episode of TSR Primetime, as well as Sharpe Shorts, the replay of tonight's episode, will be available tomorrow morning on Patreon. You will also get access to my interviews with Red Pill heavy hitters like Rollo Tomasi, Alan Roger Curry, Alpha Male Strategies, Minister Jap, Illimitable Man, and many, many more. So head on over to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe to get your hands on the kind of actionable content you can put into practice immediately and completely change your life. If you are watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter, come on over to DonovanSharpe.com to watch the remainder of the episode again. My Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter audience, come on over to DonovanSharpe.com to watch the rest of TSR Primetime. Thanks for tuning in on those platforms. I will see you guys in just a few minutes. And I need to make some adjustments here because it appears that my chat box is kind of malfunctioning here. I know this is bad radio. Forgive me. But I want to be in on the conversation too. I'm on DonovanSharpe.com. I want to be a part of the conversation. So it looks like I'm having a little bit of a software glitch on the chat side. It's better than a video glitch anyway, right? Better than a video glitch. All right, so I'm going to try to get reconnected here. It says too many users connected. Please try again later. Uh-oh. It appears that we need to, oh wow, too many users connected. Holy shit. Have we reached capacity? Oh shit, this is crazy. Yo, this is absolutely fucking crazy. It's telling me error, too many users connected. Please try again later. So it basically kicked me out. It's kicking me out because there are too many users. So it looks like I'm going to have to change up. Oh shit, hang on. Looks like I'm going to have to change up my chat software. I'll be goddamned. Wow. Okay, Sharpe Assist is telling me that the chat is working, so maybe there's something I'm doing wrong on my end. Yeah, I can't seem to, it's telling me error, too many users connected, please try again later. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, yeah, I mean, I've hit the refresh button. Let's see if it works this time. I've tried to refresh it and everything. Oh man, that sucks because I want to be in on the chat. Well, guys, chat's going to be down on my end, so Sharpe Assist keeps telling me to refresh, and I have refreshed. So it's still not working. It's still not working. So I'm going to close this window here, and I'll come back to it later. Maybe it'll let me on a little bit later. But as of right now, it is not allowing me to see the chat, which will make the phone lines I guess even more hopping at this point. Man, that sucks because I like hearing what you guys have to say. All right, so a little bit of got some technical issues going on. We can certainly I can certainly work through those as the show goes on. All right, now I'm being told shift refresh. This is terrible fucking radio. I hate when this kind of shit happens, man. Okay, yeah, Sharpe Assist. I get it. I'm not gonna do all this stuff on the air. I'm on the air. It's not working. It's just, if you guys want me to see what you guys are talking about, then yeah. Again, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see what I got here. Oh, boy. All right. Sharpe Assist is trying to help, but he doesn't seem to understand that I can't be handling technical errors on the fly like this. I've already spent enough time and burned up enough of my airways talking about this shit. So I'm just gonna move on. If you guys have anything to say, give me a call, 914-205-5356. Let's go ahead and move right into this. The first example that I'm going to talk about today are things that I like to call declarations of intentions. In other words, things that women say that they're going to do, to-do lists, goals, projects. Like, for example, I'm going to get up to go work out. Like some girls will say, I'm going to get up to go work out, right? I'm going to come back home. I'm going to do the dishes. I'm going to make dinner. Fuck my boyfriend. I'm going to do it every day for the next 5 years to stay consistent, or whatever it is that they tell themselves. Okay. Then they have these weekend plans, these grandiose plans to be so productive. But like I said earlier, when the time comes to actually do it, it rarely happens. I'll use my own girlfriend as an example. Devin, for example. Now, I love women with tan lines. It's just something I've always loved. Maybe it was listen, I had a porn addiction back in my mid-20s. I guess that was just the thing that imprinted on me. So now she has tan lines. So what she'll do if she's feeling particularly happy, or to show that she loves me, or if she's extremely horny, she'll say, well, I'm going to tan on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. At that point, I gotta rein her in. I gotta be like, okay, whoa, look, sweetheart, I don't want you to get skin cancer, okay? And you only need to tan twice a week at the very most. So let's just go with Monday and Thursday, and maybe we'll talk about Saturday or Sunday. Now, here's the thing: she fully intends on following through. Tanning, she fully intends on that. Now, tanning all 5 days, which is obviously very unhealthy, that's beside the point. But her intention was to go ahead and tan all 5 days. So when Devin says she's going to tan 5 days that week, she'll end up tanning on Monday. What will actually happen is she'll tan on Monday. She'll skip Wednesday because work was hectic. She'll tan Thursday, then skip Friday because she never tans 2 consecutive days. Then on the weekend, she'll get caught up with other things, and it just ends up being 2 of the 5 days, just like I said. And again, at the time, she fully intended on doing this. But when the rubber meets the road, it almost never happens. Now, that was a minor example. Okay, but I'm going to get a little bit deeper into this. I read somewhere a long time ago, and I forget where this was, because I would certainly link the article in the blog post. I read a long time ago that people get just as much, if not more, reward and satisfaction and endorphins from their brains by just saying or declaring they're going to do something, right? Something epic, like, a project, a goal, whatever. In other words, this article said that they get just as much dopamine and serotonin hits from just saying it as they do when they actually follow through with it. It feels just as good, if not better, to say, I'm going to Paris, or I'm going to start a business. Our reward center is triggered by just saying it, because we now start to think of all of the good things that come with what we just said. Living in Paris, the great food, the Eiffel Tower, being in Europe and having access to all of the other European countries. On the business side, maybe being your own boss, making your own schedule. You get to come and go as you please, hanging your own shingles, starting your own legacy. Now, this never happens with me, because I never take anything for granted. Okay, I clearly understand that setting a goal for myself, and I see you there, area code 474. I'm going to get to you in just a second. I understand that setting a goal is maybe 2% of the equation, but it still has to get done. I am well aware that there could be unforeseen circumstances that could derail my goals, right? So, for example, you guys remember a couple of months back, I discovered spin class. I said I was going to spin 1,500 miles between Memorial Day and Labor Day. What I didn't count on was the fact that my strength gains and my muscle tone will take a serious hit, even though I'm on testosterone and HGH. Spinning burns an insane number of calories, and eventually the body starts to use muscle for energy. Now, I had thought of this before I started. I said, well, wait a minute, it's going to start to eat away my muscle. But I thought, well, I'm on TRT and HGH, so that shouldn't be a problem. And I was dead wrong. So I'm cutting back on my spinning and ramping up my lifting again. Now, I can say all I want to on another level. I can say all I want to that I want to get all the way down to 9% body fat. But my brain, it doesn't reward me. Because in the front of my mind, I know that my diet's got to be airtight. Number one, I've got a shitload of miles to ride and hundreds of thousands of pounds to lift before I reach my goal. So I don't get excited about it by just saying it. My endorphins don't kick in at all because I know it's easier said than done, and I acknowledge that to myself. Women, on the other hand, are very different. Women are designed to feel good by just saying they're going to do something. After all of their failures, they still can't grasp the concept of easier said than done. And one of the reasons for this is that they watch way too much reality TV. They watch these home improvement shows or these weight loss shows, and they see these shitty houses go from shacks to mansions in 30 minutes or less. And they internalize this knowing full well that it's like a hell of a lot longer than 30 minutes to renovate that house. Then they watch shows like My 600-Pound Life, where these 700-pound behemoths lose half their body weight in an hour, and they think to themselves, well, if they can do it, then I can do it. Then they tell everyone around them that they're going to lose 100 pounds in 3 months. Of course, it never happens because that's unhealthy, and it's next to impossible to do that without some sort of surgery. This is why women make these outlandish declarations all the time. And listen, dude, my sisters do it. My own mother does it. Women I know do it. I'm going to lose 100 pounds. I'm going to buy a brand new car. I'm going to make a career change. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to move to Spain. And when they do, their brain rewards them with all of that serotonin and accomplishment because, again, women always ignore the work part of it and skip right to crossing the finish line. A lot of times a woman will say to their husbands or boyfriends like, you know what? We should hike the Appalachian Trail, or let's go on the paleo diet. At the time, they fully intend on following through, but they almost never do it. Why? Because their brains have already rewarded them for the accomplishment. It gives them all of those good feelings that come with losing 100 pounds, or taking 5 months to hike the Appalachian Trail, or visiting another country. So it rewards them so much so that when the time comes to actually start putting things into action, in terms of working toward that goal, they are far less motivated because they've already felt the reward for having done it without actually having done it. This is the number one reason why 95% of the time women don't follow through on the shit they say they're going to follow through on. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Area code 474. You're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead. Area code 474. Are you with us?
Yo, Donovan, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm calling from Norway. Thanks for the work you're doing with the channel, man. It's really great. I love it.
Good. Calling all the way from Norway.
Yeah, I just found your channel recently. I became a Patreon. You know, I was just watching AMS, and then I suddenly found your channel. But I enjoy your channel way more than anyone else. So thanks for the work.
Very
man.
good. Yeah, thank you very much.
Basically, the reason I'm calling is that I found a red pill. Like 1 year ago when my ex-girlfriend broke up with me, and 24 hours later she was in Greece with another man.
Oh God, yeah. There you go. That's how they do it, man.
Yeah, that's chicks, man. But my question basically is, it's just this girl broke up with me like 1 year ago, but she calls me with an interval of every 6 weeks.
Wow.
And asks me if I've changed my mind and want to be friends with her.
Oh.
Just my question, if you could elaborate on that.
Yeah, that is a very, very, that's a very good question. This is interesting. When a girl dumps you, right, and she ends up with another man, and if she's still calling you, this could be for many, many reasons. But there are a few main reasons they do this. Number one, They want to keep you in that rotation. They want to use you as a safety net in case her new guy who took her to Greece somehow flakes on her, or she finds out that he's fucking somebody else. For whatever reason, she wants to use you as that safety blanket. And so she calls you up because you're a familiar face. She says, okay, well, I broke his heart. She doesn't want to be your friend, dude. She wants to use you to satisfy all of her non-sexual needs. Let me make this as crystal clear as I can. When your ex-girlfriend who broke up with you calls you back and says, let's be friends, the only thing she is doing that for is so that she can use you to satisfy all of her non-sexual needs while she's getting butt-fucked Greek style by the guy in Greece. She has no intention of sleeping with you again, right? But the guy that she's fucking in Greece, or the guy that took her to Greece, he's not doing anything but fucking her. And girls need both sides of the coin. They need to be fucked hard, right? But then they also need affection. They need companionship. She's not getting it from that guy. All she's getting is the dick. So she thinks to herself, who can I think of that can take care of all of my non-sexual needs without me actually having to give up the booty? You know what? Let me call my ex-boyfriend back in Norway. I'm familiar with him. I can talk to him, shoulder to cry on. She gets all the benefits of being in a relationship with you without actually being in a relationship. I don't know if you're familiar with high school proms in Norway, but we have high school proms here. And we have here too. Okay, perfect. So, of course, the high school prom is when a lot of teenagers lose their virginity. What she is asking you to do, she is asking you to the prom. She's asking you to pick her up, give her the corsage, show her a good time, you rent the limo, you dance with her, but at the end of the night, she wants you to drive her to the hotel where her now boyfriend will fuck her. You understand what I'm saying? She wants you to take care of everything except for the sex. And this is why she's calling you every 6 weeks. Listen, the only way to handle this chick is, and I know, listen, trust me, dude, I know it's tough, man, because listen, I've been where you are before. Yeah. It is very hard not to pick up the phone when someone you loved is calling you. And listen, I have failed many times at this, but if you really want to move on and get over her, do not pick up that phone, block her on all social media, get her out of your life and move on, because the sooner you do that, the sooner you're going to move on with your life, man.
Thanks for the brutal honesty, man. I appreciate it very much. And once I found your channel, I saw one of your videos where you recommend to block, and I blocked everything. And
there you go.
I just wanted to ask that question. And thanks for the brutal honesty, man.
Not a problem, man. What was your first name, if you don't mind me asking?
I agree. I actually sent you a couple messages on Instagram yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to check my Instagram messages. Listen, if you're on Patreon, send me.
You actually responded to me. I wanted to book a conversation with you.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I do remember. That's exactly right, because you asked me if you could call in from outside of the States. I remember you.
Yeah. So that's my channel.
Excellent, man. Okay, good stuff. Listen, I will definitely be in touch with you, man. Thanks. Listen, thanks for calling, and definitely thanks for the support, man.
Thanks for the brutal honesty, man. You're helping us young guys out, and I appreciate it very much.
Not a problem, man. I do it because I love it.
Watching your channel. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. My man from Norway in the house. Good call, man. Listen, again, and I've done episode 7 reasons why your ex-girlfriend wants to call you. I guess I should do reason number 8. She wants to use you for all of her non-sexual needs. That's the only reason that's one of the only reasons your ex-girlfriend calls you back after getting butt-fucked by some dude in another country for 6 weeks. All of a sudden, she's figuring out, wait a minute, this guy only wants to fuck me. Well, I want the TLC. I want the conversation. I want the companionship. This guy is shooting loads down my throat, smacking me in the face with his dick. I need a little bit more than that. Let me call my ex-boyfriend to see what he can do. 914-205-5356. I got my man Sean, the guitar player in Tampa, on the line to discuss what the hell is going on. Sean, how you doing, man?
Donovan, what's up, brother?
Man, I can't call it, man. I'm sitting here trying to do this show. My text, my chat software is malfunctioning. But listen, we got the show off the ground. We're still doing it big over here, man.
Hey, it's all good, man. You fucking roll with it, dude. You're a pro, dude. It's awesome.
I try. So, what do you think about what we're talking about tonight?
Oh man, this shit goes so deep. The rabbit hole with the lies that women tell. And for your last caller there. Yeah, dude, I just want to say to him, she's trying to use you as an emotional tampon teddy bear. That's what she wants you for. I know, because I've been that guy, and I can tell you that once you learn to hold your frame, and as long as you once you really tap into that frame and you learn that you're the prize, all of a sudden you'll be the guy that she's wanting to
That's
suck
right.
and fuck, and it'll be some other dude that's out there waiting for a shoulder to cry on.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Lived that. Yeah, I specifically lived that. I remember this one time, Donovan. There was this chick that I had been seeing for a few months, and I was in really good shape. I was super lean, and I didn't realize later on, after I met some of her exes, she kept her exes on hooks.
Oh, God.
Would bring them around. She'd be like, "This is my ex, so and so," and he would come walking up, and I'd be like shirtless out in her yard, and, get stuff out of my car. And I remember seeing her face at one particular point. She's like, "Hey, so and so, this is Sean," and he would just be like a dog with his tail between his legs.
Oh, Jesus
and he would shake
Christ.
my hand in the weakest way possible. And then I'm like, you keep all these dudes on the hook. That's what the fuck you're doing.
Yes.
I'm the guy that's railing you, and these are the guys that you cry about me to.
That's right.
Oh,
that's
my
exactly
God,
right.
dude.
And she'll never fuck those guys
truth,
again.
Bro. No, absolutely. And the same thing you said about how girls never have a nice thing to say about exes. She'd say all these negative things about all of them, but yet kept them around in a friend zone. But when it come time for her and when I'm done, I'm done, Donovan.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
out.
yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, there's no passive aggression. There's no texting. There's no Facebook stalking. No hanging on. Oh my God, I wonder. None. When I'm done, it is over. And she had never had that happen to her before.
Wow.
She couldn't handle it. So all the other betas, she was able to, hang on to them and text them and say, "Hey, what's going on? Sometimes I think about the good times." She can't do that with me because I'm the one that fucking got away.
There you go.
I kept a true alpha frame, and I bounced. And here's the fucked up thing, and we all know it as men. I'm the one she still wants to fuck the
That's
most
right.
because of that. It's just the way it is.
Let me ask you something.
Truth,
what would you advise? And I think his name is Andre in Norway. I don't want to butcher his name, but what would you say to, because the most difficult part about maintaining the most difficult people to maintain your frame around are your ex-girlfriends. Because listen, man, it's only a matter of time. Ex-girlfriends will always call you back, especially if she cheated on you. She's going to figure out, wait a minute, I don't like this guy as much as I thought I did. Or this guy is only fucking me. He's not giving me the affection that I want. What would you, and of course, we can all sit here and give the standard answers. Block her on Facebook, block her on all social media, don't answer her calls. But what would you advise men to do to get over that mental hurdle? She's calling. She's looking for you on Facebook. How do you get over that?
Basically, whenever they reach out, and they're going to, and if they come around, anything here's what I tell all guys. First of all, unless